Guys,
How about your defense today, Coach?
I'm very pleased with our defense. I thought they did a tremendous job causing turnovers and really staying with the plan and staying in the, with those last two drives didn't like, but I thought they did an outstanding job. Had great pressure, well planned and well played. They really did a nice job, coaches and players.
Can you imagine through three quarters that you would hold them to just 75 yards?
Is that what it was? Yeah. No, it was, I think, very highly of their offense, and I was very concerned with their running back. I thought he was probably one of the top two running backs in this league, and I thought we had a huge challenge on defense. So they stepped up, and it was a group effort. I really liked the pressure we got from our line. The coverage was very good, and we went after the football like we were supposed to. We didn't go after to make a play. We went after the football, and it made a difference.
Second week in a row where the offense has had some trouble punching it into the end zone and having to settle for field goals. Anything you've seen the past couple weeks that sticks out about what it's going to take to turn 3 into 6 more consistently?
Well, it has a lot to do with the defenses you're playing too. So you got to complement. This defensive structure was a lot like last week's defensive structure. So, this is, Coach Spack is a defensive coach, and, he's very good at it. So you knew you were going to get a good plan defensively from him. So I give credit to them. We have to find ways to score. We can't. We get in that zone, we got to get points, and we did. I thought Austin did some great job kicking some kicks in there. But you'd like to come away with 7 points, and the intercept right before halftime was kind of like deja vu, but what we need to do is just leave that behind and move forward and make sure that we weren't going to let happen last week happen this week, and that's where they really stood out to me, because we went out and got the score early in the second half.
You touched on it, but I think Eartham's 14 for 17 now this year. Just how valuable has he been, and how pivotal has his consistency been this season? Well,
you said it with the numbers. He's been very consistent, and he's got great range. And it's his kickoffs that really, the number of times that we've kicked off with him, and you look at his numbers, kicking field goals. That's not easy to do, to have that number of kickoffs out of the end zone, no returns, to pound the ball that far, and then have to come back and kick the field goals. I mean, so he really trained hard this summer. But it's always nice to see a senior have the kind of season that he's had because of the time that he put into it.
What did you think of the effort from Weidmiller today? You called his number an awful lot out there.
Well, you hang your hat on heart when you get in a situation like this, and there's no question he's the heart of the offense. I mean, he stepped up and made a couple runs there at the end by himself to make sure we put him away and kept the defense off the field. So that's why we called his number.
Austin Evans played a big role in that defense today too. What emerged for him to get the start?
His play during the week, Austin has really practiced well, and as I looked at the roster coming off last week's game and watched this practice, even for the last couple of weeks, I kept seeing our personnel that's on the field, and you always want to have your best 11, and we've been playing well, but I kept watching Austin get better and better and better as the weeks have progressed, and really felt that he was in that top 11, so we put him at corner, and because we're trying to find a spot for him. With injuries and stuff, I thought it would happen, but we've been fortunate to keep people healthy right now ahead of him at his position, so we felt to get him on the field, we could put him at corner, and he was very productive out there.
So Roosevelt wasn't injured, or?
No. We made the change there earlier in the week at corner, because just Austin's been so consistent and so good, probably for about the last 3 weeks, that I felt that give him a chance to get on the field because of the effort he puts in during the week.
What went into Ricky and Bryce being able to play with the edge they played with today? They just seemed like they had some really good bursts.
They had great bursts. I mean, you really can't see that from the sideline. I think you know what happened because of how it was schemed up. But, Bryce is a great story because he totally changed himself when he came here. And now he's in his last year, and he's making plays like this consistently day in and day out. When he got here, he wasn't in very good shape. So when you see that and see the condition he is and the explosion he has, he's made himself into the player that he is. And then Ricky, what really helps Ricky is substitution, quite honestly, because it gives him, he can stay fresh, and when he is on the field, he's more effective that way. So just the rotation of what Coach Pop does with them is effective and makes them all better players. Ellerson is another one. Ellerson is playing good. So, but that's kind of a combination. We got some guys here we can rotate and get something out of, and we had production.
Duncan was just in here saying that, you know, the team's kind of looking at, this is the first of 3 playoff games kind of remaining in the season. Does today's performance give you confidence that that kind of urgency is there coming down the stretch here?
I'm not even concerned about that. That's for somebody else to figure out. We wanted to earn this one. If we earn this one and we earn this win, then we get a chance to meet tomorrow and figure out what we need to earn next week. But those things will come if they're deserved and they're earned, and that's what that'll be the message these guys hear for the test of time is you don't get anything for free. You're going to have to go to work on tomorrow and watch this one, learn from this one, and get ready for a Youngstown team.
Bryce, Duncan and Coach have talked about it a little bit, but what can you say about what the defense was able to do today, especially after, you know, what took place last week?
Last week we wanted to just really show ourselves the type of defense we could be. We weren't really trying to show the conference or anyone else what we can do. It's more of that our UNI defense, we need to stick together and we have to prove to ourselves that we can be a dominant defense if we want to make a run. So basically this game was for ourselves. All week we've been talking about we got to bring our own energy. No matter, even Coach Farley said, no matter who's in the stands, how many people there, we have to play for each other and bring our own energy. And that's basically how we practiced this week, and the message we were sending each other, like, we're going to play for each other, and the sky's the limit, as you can see, is like if we just get our confidence up. And that's what we've been working to get back, so.
Are there any other questions for Coach, quick? Let's get you so you can be in front of the mic here. Thank you. And then we'll move you over.